Hey everybody, it's Stephen here with my faithful dog Bear. He's keeping an eye on the world for me. And I am here to tell you about what is going to happen at Christ Church while I am away on sabbatical this coming summer. Last week the video was fun things I'm doing basically. And now it's what does the church do when their priest is gone? The secret that drives me crazy is that you guys are always fine without me. Clearly, I have a much bigger sense of my importance than the world does. Okay, so we're going to have church on the 31st, Trinity Sunday. I'm going to preach. There's coffee hour and all that stuff. And then I'm going to head out the door. And then we have 3 months of Sundays. So how do we deal with that? In a couple ways. On the early morning service, we're going to have a triumvirate of Terry Wu, Peg Groening, and Beth Gard. They will arrive to open the church each morning. The closers will be the vestry people, as they normally are. I'm not going to be here in church, so we are going to bring in some other folks to help carry the load. Now, due to a quirk in Episcopal theology and Lutheran theology, Elizabeth Hood cannot consecrate the bread and the wine, but she can preach and do all the other stuff. So we do need to bring in some priests to help cover for her. Those priests include Sierra Reyes, the diocese's canon to ordinary or assistant bishop, our own Lori Moyer, a woman named Paula Nesbitt. She is a sociologist of religion at Cal. My old boss, Bruce Smith, the man who taught me everything I know and who will probably make fun of me when I am not there to defend myself. Crowd favorites, Michael Lemaire and Joseph Delgado will be back. They go to All Souls over in Berkeley, and they drive me crazy because pretty much everybody falls in love with them when they show up. We will also have our very own Reverend Beth Foote taken a step up to the plate there. We're going to have one lay preacher this summer, that is Andrew Hahn, and sermons will be covered by all those guest folks and by Elizabeth. All right, the schedule is going to look a little different over the summer, as it always does in church. As many of you know, Tracy O'Shea's hours reduced at the beginning of the year, and she's actually going to take a little more time off this summer. So we will have some periods where it's where the office won't be monitored. So from June 22nd to August 3rd, Tracy's schedule will be from 9 to 2 on Tuesdays and Thursdays, with an hour remotely on an hour remotely on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. She's going to be also taking a trip to see her dad in June and a trip up to the Pacific Northwest at the end of July. Elizabeth has a very full summer packed. She'll be leading our youth on an immersion trip down to the Borderlands. That's July 12th through 18th, so she'll be out of town. She'll then be taking our younger kids up to St. Dorothy's. She's taking a whole, like a horde of them, or a clot, whatever word you use to describe a large group of unruly children. That is July 27th through August 4th. She will also be co-leading the camping trip August 14th through 16th. And likely on the second Sunday of August, she's going to try to catch her breath. Okay, so this means the church will be functioning a little differently over the summer. And that's good, actually, for all of us. This place is super busy and our lives are super busy. And this may be a chance to let some things rest for a bit. It also will function as a stress test on some of the things we do that might not have enough support to keep going. In our theology, we say some things have to die in order to find new life. And that may indeed happen. But many more things will continue to run mostly on their own. We will have our summer conversation series. Lunch Bunch, they are deciding if they are going to continue independently through the summer. Our Enlightening in a Bottle series goes on hiatus during the summer, but it'll be back in September with new leadership. Our Dads and Beer small group will resurrect, or we're opening a new, I don't know. It'll be back in September, and we have many, many small groups that will continue going. Our social justice projects keep running. Our Sunday school and all that, all that stuff just keeps doing its normal thing. This place only works because we have dozens and dozens and dozens of people involved in doing the ministry. All right, so what happens if you need someone? So the first calls go to Tracy O'Shea in the office or Elizabeth Hood. If they cannot manage the request, if it's a pastoral issue, then our own Reverends Beth Foote and Lori Moyer will step in. If it's an organizational issue, we have these very convenient wardens of the vestry who are also really good people and good at what they do. That's Leslie Flagg and Dave Brass. If there's a funeral or something unexpected comes up and gets scheduled between that team, we will manage it. I'm kind of guessing we won't have too many funerals because we're having 3 in the space of 2 weeks this May, and that, come on, universe, let's be a little nicer. We will continue operating our search for a new musician to lead our choir and our music generally. We have had a great response to the job posting we put out, and the team is filtering those applications now. Actually, they finished filtering them, and now we are moving on towards some preliminary interviews. Scheduling the interviewee and the members of the committee and getting them all together and doing that multiple times takes some time to do. So it is likely that whole process will bleed beyond May 31st and into the summer. I am going to be in and out of town throughout the summer, so I'll be coming back in for those interviews because, hiring something is an important thing. Other stuff that is getting started before I head out of town is our Autumn Faithful Giving campaign. Matt Ganser is on top of that, and he will be leading the charge there once again. We've also already started laying plans for the next warming shelter to meet the city's long deadlines on that. I'm back in church itself on September 6th, and then we have our big Welcome Back to Church Sunday on September 13th, and then we're off to the races with the school year and the program year and all the joyful, abundant activity that makes this church what it is. There you go. Feel free to email me, call me, grab me at coffee hour, let me know what questions you have. May God bless you people, and may all of you find some time to be as relaxed as Bear the dog.